Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to turn a Procreate drawing into an SVG using Inkscape and make it ready to upload in Cricut Design Space. We're going to use an iPad 6th generation, an Apple Pencil, the Procreate app, and my laptop and Inkscape. We're going to start out with the Procreate app. I'm just going to hand letter real quick some cute little shark. And because I want to teach you how to make this ungroupable, we're going to add this cute little heart. You're going to want to turn off your bottom layer using the layers tool over here. Turn off that background, and you're going to want to export it as a PNG. You can do this by saving your image and emailing it to yourself. You can do this by saving to a drive. You can do this really any way. Some people even upload it to their iCloud and do it that way. Alright. Now that you have exported your design, you're going to download it to your computer using whatever service you used for export. I personally download it from my Google Drive. You're going to open up Inkscape, come over here to File, Open, select the drawing, and this little box is going to pop up. All of these options are pretty great. Yeah, the defaults for their opening is great. The only thing I personally change is the optimized quality setting. But it really doesn't matter. It's going to open up in a separate window, and there you go. You have your drawing up as an image file, and it exports the whole page, so that's good. But if you try to upload this to Design Space, it would say image file not supported. That's not what we want. So we're going to get started. You are going to want to come up here to Objects, select the first thing that says Objects, and open up the Object panel. You don't have to have this, it's just pretty cool. It's pretty nifty in just a little bit. You'll see that this layer is entitled Image. That's not what we want. We're going to come up here to Path and select Trace Bitmap. All of these are just default settings. Inkscape uses a pretty powerful tracing engine, a lot better than most of the free converters that you're going to find. It's going to produce a much crisper, better quality vector image. So if you wanted to do something a little bit more complicated, some of the mandala designs or stuff that has a lot of colors, a lot of shades, messing with these settings and using the update tool might work. We don't need that, so we're just going to click OK. You'll notice that the outline selector tool kind of shrank around our words. That's what we want. We're going to select OK one more time just to be sure and exit out of the Trace Bitmap menu. You will look over here in your objects. You now have a path and an image. We don't want that image to be here. We only want the path. So we're going to click on there and we're going to delete it. You can do this with your delete key or this minus key, either way. So technically now you have an SVG. You could upload this into Design Space, but if you wanted to change the color on just the heart or just the shark, you would have to duplicate and contour, and that's just not something that we really want to do. So we are going to make this ungrouped. You're going to come up here to Path, select Break Apart, and Break Apart basically makes every path its own solid layer. We went over this in the last menu, but it's pretty awesome stuff. Maynard. We're going to select all of Shark, which includes all of the little gaps, or if you selected all of the heart, it would include the outline and the inside. We're going to select all of Shark this time, making sure we have all of our gaps. Come back up to Path, select Exclusion. Shark is now welded together, has all of the right cut paths set, and looks pretty good, and it's all its own little unit. We're going to make sure that we select both parts of the heart to do the exact same thing. Go back up to Path, select Exclusion, and it cuts it out. Now we have Shark and Heart separately. You can move one around, you can change their colors. If you uploaded this to Design Space, you could mess with them separately. You can turn separate parts off, separate parts on, change colors, all kinds of stuff. And it looks pretty great, and it's ready to go. So congrats! You've made your first multi-part SVG using Inkscape. You can go to File, Save, and save as an Inkscape SVG file, and you'll be able to upload right to Design Space. Design Space knows the difference between the layers. You won't need to clean up, and everything should move over pretty smoothly. You've done a great job, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see y'all later.